Hey y'all, welcome to a $1 Million Monday all about Malibu. In today's episode, we will be going over where we are currently as of January 2021, but I will also be going behind the computer and showing you a comparison for over the past 2 years so you can get a really clear idea of what is going on in the Malibu market, regardless of the pandemic. So let's get to the numbers. All right, so here's where we are currently. The average price is sitting at 6.5 million, with the price per square foot coming in just under 1950. The days on market are 241, and we have available inventory of 144 properties for sale. Current prices are ranging from 1.3 million up to 125 million, and we are still in a buyer's market. So now what I would like to do is go behind the computer and show you the graphs as to exactly what is going on so you can see the trend over the past 2 years. Hey everybody. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see an actual report. We're going to break down the numbers for the past year and going back prior to that. So here we go. All right, so when I tell you all the time to go to lauradowdy.com /market report, this is what you will see. And as you can see right here, you can enter in your zip code for your area and get a report specific to your zip code. And you can also see here that it provides houses and condos. I typically only provide you with single family home information. These numbers over here on this real-time market profile, this is what I just provided with to you in the previous section. And this is how, when I tell you it's a buyer's or seller's market, and it's all based on inventory and days on market, etc. All right, so here you can see I've started out, actually, let me switch this to median list price. All right, so what you're seeing here, as you can see, this is December, the end of the year, and it goes all the way back to January 11th, 2019. This is the average pricing. You can see here's where we are currently, sitting at 6.5. 2 years ago, we were sitting at 4.9. Now, as I also always tell you, to check your price point as well as your neighborhood. Well, this is why I tell you this, because as you can see, this makes a massive difference based on your price point. Down here on the bottom, you can see it says fourth bottom, third lower, second upper, and first top, meaning these are the top prices. So this is where we're sitting at currently at 26 million, whereas the other price points 9.2, 4.9, and 2.6. And you can see that stayed pretty steady, at least the lower third tier. Now, let me switch it to the average days on market. So I tell my agents all the time, numbers never lie. So again, you've got your top tier, and then your red is your bottom. So you're talking about, in the millions versus the multiple millions. And you can see here where the lower area has pretty much stayed consistent. This one here was February 2020, just before the pandemic hit. And then if you come on, this is where we are now. So that, of course, the days on market have gone down because the inventory has gone down. But you can look at this one here at 154 days. And if you look, it was 179 days. You're talking less than a month difference in the past 2 years. Again, this was January 2019. So this is where you can get a better idea of what is really going on in the market. And that's why I like to share these numbers with y'all. Let's also look at price per square foot. So again, here's your top tier price point. They're sitting at, so if you're in the 10+ million price point in Malibu, your price per square foot is currently averaging 4,000, where I had previously told you as an average price per square foot at 1943. Again, perfect example of why it is so important for you to price or know the numbers in your price point, your area. So as of right now, we're around 4,000, going all the way back to 2 years ago, 3,000. So that is a decent amount of, increase. But then let's go down here to the around 1 million-ish price point versus 826. So again, $100 versus $1,000, massive difference. Now let's go to inventory. Now what this shows you is the number of properties available for sale. And as I said in my $1 Million Monday last Monday, January is typically when there's a dip. You can start to see it coming down, same as it is here. But as I also said last Monday, this January is lower than the other Januaries have been, because this was January of 2019. Look at the difference here. So if you are a seller, if you're thinking you want to sell within the next 3 to 4 months, get your property ready right now, because as the pandemic starts to be less and less of an issue, there will be more properties on the market. So in other words, this number here is going to start to come back up here to normal. Does that make sense? This report is absolutely available to you. Again, this is the current market segments, how they're broken down. Median price of 2.9, 5.3, 9.9, basically 10 million, and 29 million. And it gives you also how the lot sizes break down, square footage. You're basically talking about around 3,000 up to 5,400 square feet. And then the number of beds, baths, how old the home is. It just gives you a great way to compare where your current property is sitting on the market. I hope you guys take advantage of this tool. It's completely free to you. I love sharing the numbers. Hope you have found that helpful. Thank you so much for joining me today for our $1 Million Monday for Malibu. Next week, we will be visiting New York City. And as always, you can get an extended version of the $1 Million Monday market update for not only Malibu, but I will also be sharing Pacific Palisades, Brentwood, and Beverly Hills. So go to theexperimentpodcast.com to get the extended version of our $1 Million Monday. And as you know, feel free to get your customized market report for your zip code at lauradowdy.com/market report. I'll see y'all next Monday.